Oh boy, this next guy is super duper happy that everybody passes the course. Please welcome Michael Lay!
Alright, thank you everybody. So I've always wanted my parents to be proud of me, you know, to agree with the decisions I've made in my life. So I was really glad to find out that they also gave up on me. Huge relief. So I think I gave up on myself when I realized that where normal people, they open the blinds in the morning because they want the sunlight in, all that good stuff. I keep them closed because I know I'm going to masturbate later. I'd be too lazy to close the blinds and therefore subject my neighbor Jimmy to things he shouldn't see yet. But I don't get paid to masturbate yet. I have to have a day job. And at my day job recently, they give a lot of seminars, you know, and the most recent one was about political correctness. And did you guys know that, like, dwarves, midgets, little people, you know, all those folks, they actually prefer to be called by their real names? Eye-opener, am I right? Oh my goodness, who would have known? But big corporations, they do their fair share of name calling as well, right? I mean, you know, they gave us titles to what we do, and you know, a few years ago, Subway decided to call their employees sandwich artists. It's absolutely true, and I think it's a great idea. I think it's absolutely fantastic. First reason is because if I was a Subway employee, I'd much rather have sandwich artists on my business card than, you know, minimum wage slave or whatever was there for. And if I was a Subway employee, I definitely would need business cards and networking. Here's my card, sir. Oh, I already have a stamp card. No, that's not it. You ordered a steak sandwich. Look at the guy who's up now. Okay. But the second reason is that when I see the results of a Subway artist's work, I view it the same way that I look at most art these days. So I'm just like, well, I guess that's a sandwich. Yeah, it's got all the right parts and everything. Interesting choice with the pickles, because I didn't ask for that. But, you know, stuff. But, you know, sometimes corporations can go too far, right? Like, did you guys know that Jelly Belly, the maker of jelly beans, produces a vomit-flavored jelly bean? Yeah, I know, this is absolutely true. And it's one of those ideas that when I heard it, I'm like, of course, why didn't I think of that? Right? It's like iPod, iPad. Quarter pounder, double quarter pounder. Absolutely. Strawberry, cotton candy, bubblegum, vomit. It just makes so much sense, right? That's the next idea they come up with. But I would have loved to be a fly on the wall during that whole development process. The first point would be where they hand a chef his assignment. It's like, hey, buddy, you did great work on strawberry. I feel like you really captured the essence of strawberry. Now, here's your next assignment. And it's just like plop a huge bucket of vomit on the table. It's like steaming still because it's really fresh. And you can hear a guy poking in the background. And then the second part would be the focus group testing. And that's always super interesting. But what I imagine is like a single father, you know, his last-ditch effort to save his kid's love from his ex-wife. He's like, all right, kids, today we're gonna try a candy that no one else in the world has ever tried before. Does that sound good? Yeah, that sounds great, Daddy. And then it's vomit-flavored jelly beans, right? And then that kid's love is gone forever. And then they never talk to him again, and that father probably hangs himself. Anyways, speaking of body fluids, I want to talk about sex ed a little bit. And not the sex ed that my neighbor Jimmy may or may not have gotten through my window, but you know, regular sex ed in a classroom setting. I think it's probably changed a lot throughout the years, right? Because like with the internet these days, kids are probably at least as horny, if not far more horny, than whatever sad gym teacher teaches sex ed. But they're also way better at the internet. So I just imagine classes going, all right, class, for today's lesson, we're going to all share our browser histories, and maybe we'll finally find out what gets me hard again, okay? It's not my ball and chain, your geography teacher, okay? She's not doing it for me, even if she does it for you. And then, but as much as things change, I think some things should always stay the same. And I think that one thing is the banana as a use as a kind of prop for a penis. I think it's the perfect object to use as a prop for a penis. Because much like, if you use a banana like a penis, you'll just kind of jam it or whatever. it, it's gonna be black, you know? It's gonna be all soggy, it's gonna be kind of bruised and stuff, it's gonna be slumped over. Liquid's just gonna be seeping out of it at random points, right? And all of that stuff, just like the normal penis, right? Alright, that's my time. Thanks, guys.
Michael Lang!